And we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. This channel is proudly sponsored by the following publishers, starting with Magi-Knights Awakening, a magical girl, and this is the start of an entire saga featuring mysteries concerning Frost Peak Academy, rumors of hauntings in the streets, as well as a mysterious, debilitating illness. Then we have Dead Tree Studios, publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have also released the Pay What You Want tabletop RPG, Daughters of Lamb, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. Next, we have the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products, and check out their sword and sorcery game, Savage Swords. It has received a complete makeover. All of the AI assets have been replaced with handcrafted illustrations, layout, everything. All of the links to these amazing publishers will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Now let me maximize because I am this time this video, this live stream is going to be a bit different when compared to other live streams. I am playing Judge Dredd Helter Skelter. Now I have set up the camera as best as I can. Mm, but I'm also going to try to zoom in, zoom out, well, or rather move the camera if necessary, and show you the little the miniatures, whatever is necessary. And so let's see how things proceed. What is the objective of Helter Skelter? Well, it depends if you're playing multiplayer or solo. I'm using the where is it? The Dark Judges expansion. Let me see if I can get that into the focus. Uh, what the? Oh, here it is. I have to use my. Excuse me. This is my first time doing the thing. Oh, for board games. There we go. Dark Judges. Dark Judges. So this expansion mm, gives you the solo rules. And when does the game end? There are these little pieces. I'm going to show you one of them. Ah, right here. The little token. These are fragments of reality that for some reason they're not being focused right now. But the fragments of reality, um, they you have to collect them. Each fragment of reality is worth 1 point. Mm-mm. Each time you kill a dark judge, you double your fragments of reality. That is, if you have 0 fragments of reality, that is not worth it. Not worth it to try to destroy one of the dark judges. But if you have, let's say, a fragment, right? Then you get two. You have 2 fragments, and you kill a dark judge. Uh, you will have a total of 4 because you have 2 plus 2, 4, and so forth it goes. If you reach 6 points, or if you kill all the dark judges, you win. So we have to collect 6 points or kill all of the dark judges. And if your characters are killed, the dark judges win. If you have collected 2 fragments, no, this is an example for how to do it. So we begin with the first turn. I've never played this board game before, not the multiplayer, not the solo. So I'm curious how things will proceed. You have cards giving you your actions. I'm going to show them to you. Oh, they are super glossy, but you have these cards with icons, and you can spend them to carry out your actions, of course. Hmm. Right now, as you can see, Almost all of my forces, luckily enough, because this is randomly determined, but luckily enough, all of my forces here, all of the miniatures with the blue rings, blue bases, they mm, started in this zone, but the Dark Judges are over there. You see three of them right there. And Judge Death, for some reason, ended up all the way over there. And so right now, I'm thinking how best to move them, how to carry out my strategy. I think it's much better to rush and get all of the fragments of reality on this section. This is supposed to be like the department buildings in Judge Red. What was the name? It has like a Celtic name, if I remember correctly. It was the City Blocks Dantana and Enid Blyton or Blitten. So I think it's better to get the fragments of reality. Hmm. The closest one is Judge Hershey. This Judge Hershey. I wonder if the AI can. Uh, cannot focus on her. AI, are you failing me? Maybe I should raise the light. Well, this should be enough light. Mm, for some reason, it is not focusing. Maybe if I can activate the command of the AI. Guess not. Guess not. Well, Judge Hershey. Maybe I can show you the card. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, wait, not being focused. Let me see. For some reason, the autofocus is not working very well. But yeah, this is Judge Jersey. Jersey. Judge Jersey. No, Hershey. Judge Hershey. It's Judge Hershey. So she since she's so close, I think it's better to move her. Let's see the actions. I'm pretty sure I have a card to move her. Move. Uh, I need a card with the character symbol. I do have one. Oy, but that is the complex thing about this game. You need to figure out if it's worth it to spend that card to move her. But just what happened to the image? What the? It was weird. That was weird. Okay, I'm going to spend this card to move Judge Hershey, moving Judge Hershey one space. We are discarding the card, but I don't want her to go alone. We need to move all at once. Mm, 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 mm. Let's move Judge Giant. Uh, no, first Judge Anderson because she has the side symbol. I'm going to move her. Mm. Welcome, Betsujin. Who you gonna judge? Everybody. I am the law. We're judging everybody. So we are spending that card to move Judge Anderson I don't like the illustration that they used for George Anderson. She looks much cuter in some of the and I can't get it to focus. She looked much cuter in other Judge Dredd art. For some reason, it's not focusing. So we're going to move her over here. Judge Tiny, Judge Giant. I mean Judge Giant. Spending another card to move Judge Giant. She's Judge Dredd's protege. His father, well, it's a bit of a spoiler, but his father was killed by Orlok, one of the best villains in Judge Dredd. Sadly, a villain that was ruined later on, turned into a character from a chick flick. Will you judge your masters? The funny thing, in Judge Dredd, that's basically a very probable future of what could happen to the U.S. in science fiction YouTube, because for those of you that do not know, in the past of Judge Dredd, you had a fucking crazy president. I wonder who, right? And he started to declare war upon the entire world. The president of the US in science fiction YouTube, he declared war upon the entire world. So the police actually decided to fight against him and the army in Judge Dredd in science fiction YouTube. And they started to gain traction. They started to eliminate those that were loyal to the president. They took over the weapons, the army weapons, vehicles, and eventually they actually won. And they formed a new force, the judges. So yeah, Betsujin, it's a very realistic thing. They got also defeated the president, um, changed the United States completely, but it still turned into a dystopia. So it's a bit of a Warhammer 40k situation where even though the good guys won quote unquote, things didn't end up in the most favorable outcome. Okay, time to move. Judge Red. I am the law. It's cyberpunk. Here's his icon, the card with his icon. Up. Mm-hmm. How I wish it focused. This is supposed to be an AI powered camera, and for some reason, it's decided not to focus. Mm. Well, we're spending this, and we're moving Judge Red. Here's his miniature. And yesterday it was focusing. I don't know why it's not focusing right now. Let me move the microphone a little bit. Is the sound okay, Betsujin? Because, like I said, this is my first time doing the live board game. Well, yeah. So he's moving over here. Mm, and let's see. I need to move. Um, what was the name of this character? A really good character. I forgot the name. Mean Machine. Mean Machine. We are moving Mean Machine. Mm, 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 mm. Here's his card. Yes. So we're going to move him from 12 to 13. This Mean Machine. He lost an arm because he is a bit like he's a good person. Let me show you the card in a. Um, but his family, like the imagine the stereotypical evil hillbillies, science fiction average Trump supporters. They are like that. So they thought he was too nice, and they attached a device to his head. If the dial is turned, thank you for confirming that, Retsujin. I'm glad the sound is good. If the device is turned they turn the device up, he turns evil. But right now he's supposed to be good. Mm-hmm. However, what exactly is it that I am not able to focus? If only I could focus the camera. Maybe it has to be far away. Ooh, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But okay, I finished my movements. And draw cards and pass. Draw three cards to a max of seven. One, two, three. Now it's the turn of the Dark Judges. The Dark Judges, remember everyone. This is the creatures we are dealing with. You know what's funny? And not going to say it because it would be like doxing myself. But Abraham is actually hey Olbic. Abraham is actually my second name. You know, in Mexico we have very long names. We have names like Juan, Julio, Esteves, Gonzalez. You know, like names like that, right? So my first name mm, is actually related to one of the Dark Judges. So it's always funny. Like my friends and family, they always like make jokes like, "Oh yeah, because you're like that, you're Dark Judge, right?" And so yeah, and they're like, "Oh, he looks exactly like you." Here are the Dark Judges for reference. Oh, wait a minute, moment, please. Mm-mm. There we go, there we go. Over here, over here. The Dark Judges for reference. Ah, the mouse in the way. All right, let's see how these bastards move. Dark Judge's turn. Draw the top solo card. Solo card. I have it here. The solo card. Mm, Starting with the top row. Gaze into the fist of dread. Exactly. Like if you don't know Betsuyin or anyone that doesn't get the reference, it's um Judge Fear. It's this one, the one on the this one on the far left. Well, far right of the screen. Far right of the screen. He. If you look into his face, he terrifies you with the most dreaded of visions. But Judge Dredd, he is not afraid of pretty much anything. Or you could say that Judge Dredd, that's a very philosophical thing. I believe that Judge Dredd is always confronting his fears. That is, his fear is Mega City 1. So when the thing tries to use the power against Judge Dredd, it fails. And Judge Dredd can punch him in the face. So that's something that he actually says in the comic book. Gaze into the fist of dread. Because the other guy was like, gaze into your fear or something. Into the face of fear. All right. We need to move Judge. What's his name? Fire. Judge Fire. This is Judge Fire. Judge Fire. Hey, I think it's focusing a bit better. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. But yeah, this is Judge Fire. Mm. Hey, wait a minute. Why do we. In setup, it said. Mm, Take the fragments of reality of a color not in play, place them near the character cards, blah blah blah. Ah, for the double point. Oh, okay, we shall see. Well, the judge, if there is a symbol, what does he do? Where's the reference to that? Mm, 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 mm. Nothing. He takes no action. I see. Because there is no icon. Do you see here on the near the center of the card the colored icons? They indicate what actions they take, but the Judge Fire at the top, he has no icon. So next is Judge Fear. Ah, Judge Fear. Blue icon. So that's a shooting action. But there is no one inside. He cannot take it. Mm, let's see, let's see. Draw the top card, starting with the top row. Activate each Dark Judge in turn. When you activate a Dark Judge, resolve any actions listed next to the symbol from left to right. To resolve the actions, follow the rules below. Um, when you have resolved the first solo card, draw another solo card and repeat the process. Um, Ignore any defenses listed when resolving the solo cards. Always activate Judge Fire first. So Judge Fear takes a snipe action, but he cannot. We're in a blocked area. There's a wall. Yeah, what I mean is that from here to here, Judge Fear is all the way over there. It's this what these walls block line of sight, so cannot target anyone. But what if you cannot target anyone? Mm, 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 mm. It's a snipe. The Dark Judge takes a snipe action, but there is no line of sight. If no line of sight is procured, he instead does nothing. He does nothing. So Judge Fear remains in place. We are safe. We are lucky. Next Judge. But that was. Wait a minute. So if there is not a single icon, the Judge does nothing. So Judge Fire doesn't do anything. That's for Judge Fire. Hmm. The next card is for Judge Fear. He moves and then snipes. Green and blue. Moves and snipes. So he moves to the closest character, but still cannot secure line of sight. Wait a minute. No, but here he can, right? Because wait a minute. Mm, let me check the rules for to determine line of sight because there is an entrance there. Line of sight, line of sight. Snipe, blah blah blah. Line of sight. When you take a snipe, blah blah blah, and you need line of sight to the target character, the space occupied by the character is the source, and the space occupied by the character is the target. Trace a line between the designations of the source and the target. You have line of sight unless the trace line passes through something that blocks it. Hmm. I'm going to bring a bit of my measuring stick. Be right back. Okay, found it. Found it. There was a let's see a Dredd tabletop game from a while back that came with cardboard terrain. Yes, I think I saw it once big, but I never got to play it. But I do remember it wasn't it like a red black box. But it sounds familiar. Yeah, I never played it. I do know that currently you have the also the miniatures skirmish game, although some people say that it's not very good. Mm, This is the cheap Games Workshop measuring stick. This is one of the cheapest sticks that I have ever seen. If you wiggle around this, it's going to break apart. I am not joking. Do you see the little sections, the segments? It's very easy for them to break apart. Mm, mm. No, the line is blocked, so we are safe. The judge here only moves and does nothing else. Next judge, Judge Mortis, green icon. Movement. I finally decided to focus. Finally. Remember, this is Judge Mortis. Finally, it's focusing. I wonder how that miracle occurred. So Judge Mortis is movement. Mm-hmm. Can we focus the miniature? It moves to 7. Finally, better focus, right? Okay. The AI, I wonder the AI is sometimes trolling us. The Games Workshop, let me see, Toblerone stick. Uh-huh, exactly. And the other one broke apart. The other one that I had. Mm, so now it's time for Judge Death. The crime is life. The sentence is death. Here's Judge Death, everybody. Judge Death. Isn't he such a charming fellow? The story when he was alive is so funny. He started being a psychopath from the very early age. For example, he actually caused his dog to fall off a cliff for whatever reason. He found it funny or whatever. And his sister was like, told him, her parents about him, like what he did, the evil act that he did. And he was like, he was thinking, from then on, I realized that this world would not accept my justice. But what? The board looks cool, like it's drawn in the comic style. Yes, yes, it is. Big. Let me show it to you a bit closer. Oh, we are traveling live to you from Mega City One. It's the department blocks of Mega City One. Mm, mm, mm. Careful, I don't want to mess up the setup. No messing up. Uh, okay, I think that's better. And the mother of Judge Death when he was alive, she was like, "Oh no, dear, our son could be wrong. Something bad is something's wrong with the head with our son's head, right? Like there's something messed up about him." And his father was like, "Don't worry, dear." And she was like, Why not?" And he said, "Because I was like him at that age." So the father is also a psychopath. In fact, he and his father, the let's see, Mega City One. How many mega cities they have? I think 3. I think there were 3 megacities in total, Betsujin, because the U.S. after the entire nuclear cataclysm, the most of the U.S. in Judge Dredd's world is obliterated. It's a complete wasteland. There's actually another game, a card game, solo card game, multiplayer even card game called the Cursed Earth, and it's all about moving through the wasteland between the mega cities. But if I remember correctly, I think there are 3 megacities. So take the entire U.S. population, the ones that survived the war caused by the U.S. president in science fiction YouTube, and divide them in 3 megacities. And that's the reason. Mm. So Judge Death is going to move and going to try to strike someone because you have the green icon. Do you see green and red? So he's over there, moving to 28. Let me show you the miniature. Can you focus? AI, I am talking to you, AI. Can you focus? Thank you. Uh-huh. 28. Mm, the miniatures, you can paint them, of course, but I prefer to leave them as they are, black and white, because the comic book is in black and white. Yeah, I'm tempted to try to paint them, but the black and white comic books, I think it's so representative. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll paint them. But in the meantime, I'll use them in black and white. Now, all of the Dark Judges have taken their action. Hmm. Here in the same space. They also have special abilities, but none of the abilities have been triggered. Dark Judge's turn. What? It says draw two solo cards and resolve all actions in order. If any Dark Judge is dead, and resolve all actions in order. Two solo cards. Ah, we've been messing up. Well, we already moved them either way. Resolve. So they move twice. What? The Dark Judges move twice? That is super scary. Okay, so we draw another card and take the action. I see, I see. So we're drawing this one. The Judge Fire does nothing, as you can see, no icon. Judge Fear, Snipe, the he cannot. Judge Mortis moves and tries to crush. Green and red just moves, nobody in range, and Judge that would also attempt to crush, but nobody is near him. So that's it for the Dark Judges. All right, now it's my turn. Judgment time. Hmm, judgment time. I have less cards now. We need to kill Judge Death. I have no snipe actions. That's dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. I don't want Judge Death getting close to me, but I also need to get the fragments. So, Judge Hershey, we're going to move her. We have her symbol. We do. We do. Uh, 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 um, we're using this card to move Judge Hershey. She's now on top of a fragment of reality, one of the points necessary to win the game. Let me see how we can pick it up. Let's see. Fragments of reality. Collect fragment. Three cards with the character symbol. Collect a fragment of your team's color that is on the same space as the character. Three cards with the character symbol. Mm, character symbol, character symbol. To take an action, choose blah 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 blah. For standard actions, you'll need to discard one or more cards with the character symbol of the character taking the action. Oh, that's difficult. That is difficult. I don't know if I have enough. I do. I do have them. Well, I'll have to spend all of the. You see, they all have a Judge Hershey's symbol. It's the one in the middle, the like the badge. So I'm going to spend the cards. And we have 1 point. We have acquired 1 point. We only need mm, how many points? Six? Five more. Five more to go to win. Yes. All right. I only have one card remaining. Oh, and Min Machine is in danger. He's so far behind. I am moving Judge Anderson. Judge Anderson, the psychic. Now that the camera is focusing, maybe I can. Well, I'll show you the miniature. To 38. We are moving her to 38. AI, focus. AI, don't play dumb. I know you understand me perfectly. Come on. No, focus better. Please focus. Look. AI. Uh, no, the AI is trolling me. Just doing whatever it wants. Not focusing this time. She's like, no, I'm not focusing. What a troll. Well, she's in 38. We don't have any cards, so we end the turn. We have three cards in our hands now. And now it's the Dark Judge's turn. Dark Judges. We draw two cards and resolve all of the effects, as me previously mentioned. Judge Fire does nothing. Judge Fear gets closer and shoots. Mm, still cannot hit because of the walls. Judge Mortis and Judge Death do nothing because they have the melee symbol. And let me verify that, but when they have the melee symbol, they don't do anything. If he instead does nothing. But now here comes the next action. Judge Fire again does nothing. That's weird. If the other one snipes, cannot snipe. Judge Mortis mobs. Judge Mortis, everybody. Judge Mortis is moving. Not focusing. This AI, this trollish AI. Moving here. Well, better show you the Judge Mortis is the one with the skull, with the animal skull on his head. And then Judge Death moves and tries to strike. Judge Death, which of course you know is the one in the center. One in the center, green hands. Oh, it's getting too close. Too close for comfort. In the comic book, if Judge Death touches you, just barely touches you, you are dead. It is one of the most unfair characters. Okay, the Dark Judges have taken their actions. And now it's my turn. It's time to start attacking the bastard. And I activate High X. Let me see. Where's the High X? It says here. Whenever a character with the High X takes the snipe, after selecting a defender, the defenders. All defenders decide individually whether to take a cover, avoid action, etc., or take one damage as normal. But it doesn't deal 2 damage, does it? That would be useful. Thank you, Mr. Beftackle. This is my first time doing this. Mm, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. High X, high X. No, that's to target many opponents at the same time. So high explosive, not exactly the best choice. Ah, okay. I spend one action with Judge Hershey. Judge Hershey, she's going to attack Judge Death from here to here. We spend the snipe. You see the blue icon in the center? Blue icon. She's going to use the snipe, but now we need to determine if Judge Death avoids the attack. Attacking the dark judges. Whenever you take a combat action that targets one or more dark judges as a defender, they might make a defense, just as an opposing player would. Draw a solo card. Let's see. Love the Judge Dredd comics. Me too, Mr. Beftackle. Judge Dredd is funny because I like and dislike Judge Dredd at the same time. He's my favorite superhero, but at the same time I dislike him so much as a person because of his inflexibility, how rigid he is. Mm, Draw a solo card for each defender. If the appropriate defense is listed on the card, the Dark Judge avoids all damage from that action. If no defense is listed, or a different defense is listed, resolve the action as normal. Ah, we have the block symbol. It's the green symbol on the upper right. Do you see it? The green symbol. That's block. Let me see if that applies. I don't think he's not standing in cover. I shouldn't. I think it shouldn't. We are checking that out. When this character is the target of a snipe or shotgun action and is on a cover space, it is not. So the judge takes damage. Dark Judge, um, Judge Death takes damage. Mm, but when the Dark Judges take damage, let's see, the armor blocks it. When a Dark Judge is attacked during any player's turn, flip the armor token from its protected side to its vulnerable side, but do not remove a health cube. Yeah, that's the hard thing. So you see this little shield. It protects. It breaks like this. But the shield is going to regenerate when in their next turn. So now I have to take another action. A snipe with Anderson. The size symbol is Anderson symbol. So she's going to use the blue icon to attack Judge Death. We draw another card. Hopefully it doesn't block. He doesn't. He does not. He does not. So he takes. Let me verify that. Let me verify that. Yeah, he does not. He cannot. So we remove one of the health cubes. Little like yellow gelatin looking candy looking token. We remove it from the dark judge from the judge death. Let's place it over here. And I still have another card to play. Min machine. I'm going to move min machine. His symbol is in the lower, the red symbol. I'm going to move him over here from 13 from 13 to 14. Here's the miniature that sadly the is not being focused right now. If 14. And we have spent all of the cards. We take three more. Three more cards. Turn over. And now the Dark Judges. Sadly, the shield is restored to its green side. Hmm. Drawing two cards for the dark judges. Okay. Judge fire. Two icons, two green icons in the upper part. Do you see it? So he's going to move twice. One, two. Remember, Judge Fire, the fiery bastard in this part. Judge Fear does nothing right now. Judge Martis moves. Judge Martis with the skull head moves. The animal skull. And Judge Death does nothing. But then we have the other card. Fire does nothing. Judge Fear moves. Judge Fear moves. Remember, Judge Fear up in the right side with the creepy looking face hidden behind his hands. Judge Mortis does nothing, and Judge Death moves and attacks. Oh crap, he's getting close. Judge Death at the center, you know him. You have seen him, green hands. Moving. He's next to Judge Hershey. Judge Hershey in danger. In grave danger. Oh no. Now it's my turn. Have to eliminate him. Oh, Judge Tiny is too far away. Mm, I could move Judge Tiny and use his special and make Judge Hershey back away. Let's see. Shotgun, 2 damage. Yes, okay. Here goes. I'm spending. Oh, yes, spending this card with the shotgun symbol at the top, the red symbol, to move Judge Giant. I mean Judge Giant. Where is he? Judge Dredd's protege, Judge Giant. Um, moving him over here. And mm, how many? 2 spaces away. He is within distance. Okay, he is within distance. We spend this blue icon at the top. Is the shotgun? The shotgun ammunition at the very top. We spend that to shoot Judge Death. Now we draw a card to see if Judge Death avoids it, and no dice. He was shot. The bullet connects. The shotgun shell connects. So not only is his well shield cracked, he also suffers a health cube of damage. Mm, I have 1 card remaining. Judge Hershey is too close, so I am spending this card, the mill symbol, red symbol, to move Judge Hershey back. And Judge Hershey has moved. Remember, Judge Hershey. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. That's over. My turn is over. So draw 3 cards. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a good card. That is a good card. All right. But now it's the turn of the Dark Judges. And the shield is restored. All right, here we go. First action. Judge Fire moves once and shoots if he can. Cannot. The wall blocks him. This yellow thing. the wall. But he's getting closer. Judge Fear moves once. You see, first the other one green, blue, and now green. Judge Mortis also moves up to 13. Judge Mortis is about to attack. Oh no, and Judge Death also moves. But he cannot attack. The enemies are not within distance. But the next action he's probably going to attack. Make this defense. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Same space. Okay. Next action. What is this effect? So weird. Look, at the top effect, it has like a cloud symbol. It cannot you cannot see it very well, but the blue icon is very weird. Let me check that out. That's from Explode. Judge Fire explodes. Choose an adjacent space or the space you are on with at least one enemy character. Okay, but it doesn't share a border. No, we are safe from that attack. Oh, but that was creepy. That was scary. So no, but Judge Fear is moving. Judge Fear is moving, getting closer. Uh, what else? Judge Mortis does not nothing. That's convenient because he's too close. Oh, no, Judge Death has entered the space. Judge Death. He is going to attack. Which one? Choose an enemy character on the same space to be the defender. Oh, we can choose. Okay. The defender must make a block defense or take 2 damage. Oh, the one? Oh, no, but it's smash. It's not melee. I wonder if it's worth it to defend or take the hit. Let me check. Let me check. Mm, 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 mm. Judge Giant only has 3. For such a giant, he's not very. That's 30 disable wish. Mm, let me see. Oy, oy. Do we take the damage? I'm torn. I don't know if we should take the damage or block it. Because if I do that, I won't be able to use any cards to. Right now, Judge Dredd and Mean Machine are in danger. Oh no. Oh no. I think we're going to suffer the damage. Who is going to take the damage? Judge Hershey, because Anderson can actually deal more damage to the Dark Judges when she gets her special icon. So Judge Hershey is taking 1 from the team for the team. He takes the damage. Oof. And that's the end. Now it's my turn. We have to eliminate Judge Death. Okay, first things first. I know. I'm so nervous about the Judge Dredd and Mean Machine. They're in danger. We have to do it. We spend the icon, red icon, so that Judge Hershey can attack Judge Death. We draw a card to see. If he defends, he is not in a blocking area. We are in luck. The shield is broken. And now I spend the shotgun. A Judge Giant's shotgun. We draw to see if he avoids. He does not. He does not. He takes 2 damage. We have defeated Judge Death. We have defeated Judge Death, which gives us one more reality token. We need 4 more, and we win the game. 4 more. I still have 1 card remaining. We will leave Mean Machine behind. That is not very nice. Or we could have Judge Hershey run sprint like crazy to get the other fragments. It's a race against time. We spend this card with the symbol for Judge Hershey, and she's winging it. She's running towards here. Ah, but that's within line of sight. No, I don't think it's wise to move her. We're going to move Anderson. Anderson, you are at risk because the enemy can target you. Judge fire if he snipes. If he snipes, he's going to target. He's going to target her. Mm, so yeah, I'm moving Judge Anderson because that way she can capture the other fragments of reality while at the same time she is able to take a few blows if needed. So turn ends. I grab 3 cards. All right. Well, now here comes the dangerous part. 2 cards for the judges because Judge Death has died. The the characters become a bit more aggressive. For example, Judge Fire is going to move and snipe if he can. Ah, wait a minute. Who is closest? Oh. He is going to attack Judge Anderson. Mm-hmm. Moves over here. Judge Fire moves this area is like a precipice. It's like they are very high up in the department building. So this doesn't block line of sight. He can target Judge Anderson, and he is sniping. Let's see if we have a card to avoid that. Uy, uh, what is this symbol? I see an exclamation symbol. What is this? Interrupt. Just 1 card with interrupt symbol. This action can only be taken out of turn. You can interrupt immediately after another player has completed an action. You cannot take this action immediately after an interrupt action. Mm, 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 mm. But he has not completed the action yet, right? How does this work? Mm, when you interrupt, you take an interrupting turn. During an interrupting turn, you may deploy characters or take actions as normal. You may deploy and take actions as many times as you wish until immediately after another player has completed an action, including any defenders taking damage. I see. No, we cannot. We cannot do this. Uh, Anderson has to take the hit. Anderson has suffered a wound. Ow. Poor Anderson. Poor Anderson. She has suffered the wound. Uh, let's see. I hope the audio is still good because sometimes I have to turn around to move the figures. So I guess sometimes the audio is not very good, right? But hopefully it's better. Uh, um, well, he has taken the action, and now Judge Fear does nothing, and Judge Mortis does nothing either. But now the next card. Next card. Oh, another snipe action! Another snipe action taken against Judge Anderson. She's about to die. Oh no. Eh, wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. I need to verify something. Need to verify something. Let me return that cube for a moment because I'm not exactly sure that applies when that judge. Let's see. When you will have activated a dark judge who has been killed, check to see. No. Okay, so we're only taking one damage. Okay, only one damage. Okay. Now Judge Fear moves once. Oh, Judge Fear is close. Judge Martis does nothing, and we are safe for now. But Judge Anderson, I'm worried about her. Both her and Hershey have taken damage. Okay. We need to get out of there. I'm spending this Psi card, Psi icon, to move Judge Hershey, no, Judge Anderson to 34 into cover, into cover. Then I'm spending. Oh no, we need to run. What is the go action? What is the go? Go. It says here. Rally. Put a character in your team on the same or adjacent space to an ally. The character taking an action, and the ally may make a move or climb action. Yes. For each character taking the climb action, I don't know. Mm. The card must have a character symbol. Okay. All right. So you see the go, the orange icon, go that says go. That is very not focusing well. I'm going to use it so that Judge Dredd moves with Judge with deputy deputy Mean Machine because Mean Machine has been deputized. They move over here, and then mm, I am going to move Judge Dredd. Mean Machine will have to be the decoy. Judge Dredd. And that's the end for of my turn. Draw three cards. If you're liking the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And we finish the turn. And here come the dark judges. Oh, we need to shuffle the cards. We need to shuffle the cards to see what the bastards are going to do. This is a very fun game because it's so quick. It's just using the icons, paying attention to the icons. All right. Two cards. First card. Judge Martis moves and does the fire explosion thing. No one in sight for the explosion. Let me verify that. Adjacent space or space now. Okay, we are safe. Um, Judge Fear does nothing. Judge Martis does nothing. Perfect. But oh, he's moving again. Judge Fire is moving again, approaching Judge Anderson. But she's still too far away. Judge Fear does a shotgun action, but uh oh. Oh, this is going to hurt. I think this is going to hurt. Let me verify. I know it can be used. This is cool. So Judge Fear uses the shotgun action that allows him to target a character within two spaces, at most two spaces. So he's shooting at Mean Machine, but I have the deflect defense. It's the green icon. The machine, Mean Machine, deflects the damage. I need to verify if he can do that in that space. One card with the deflect symbol, wild or linked. When this character is the target of a snipe, shotgun, explode action, take this defense out of turn to avoid all damage. Excellent. And that is it for the Dark Judges. Now it's my turn, but I only have two cards. Oh, risky. I use my two cards because they have the symbol for Judge Anderson, the size symbol. I'm going to move Judge Anderson all the way towards the space with the cover and the next reality token. So, one, two. Take three cards. Oh, how lucky! How lucky! And now it's the turn of the Dark Judges. Hopefully doesn't get unalive. Okay, Judge Mortis does nothing. Judge Fear attacks again. We're going to have to take the damage. It's a snipe action. Snipe action. One damage for Mean Machine. Oof. Mean Machine, hang in there, please. Hang in there. Um. Uh-oh, Judge Mortis, the skull-headed guy. He's moving and then attacking. Oh, too far away still, but getting closer. Next action. Judge Fire does nothing. Judge Fear moves. Uh, Judge Mortis crushes, but I don't think he can reach a Mean Machine. He's too far away, I think. Let me verify. Same space. Too far away. So it doesn't apply. Excellent. We are so safe. Okay, I'm spending all the psi cards to collect that fragment of reality with Judge Anderson. Only need three more. Those three on the wow. If we can kill a Dark Judge right now, we win the game. Let's focus on that better. Taking the cards, three cards. I'm going to try to kill Judge Fire. He's the closest one, and he's in the middle. He's like in the crossfire. If Judge Anderson could use her psi attack, let's see if we can get this psi card. Let's see if we get lucky. Psi card, come on. Give us the psi card. The psychic attack. The psychic attack. No. Oof. Let me verify that. Uh-huh. Oh, that would have been great. But alright. Mm. Dark Judge's turn. Fire does nothing. Judge Fear snipes against a Mean Machine. Mean Machine takes the damage. Mean Machine in danger of dying. Judge Mortis moves. Oh no. Oh no. Mean Machine is going to die because the Dark Judge has a special ability. It's Cloud of Decay. If any character starts their turn. Okay. Oh, no. Next action. Judge Fear moves. and does a snipe against Min Machine. Min Machine is going to die. Uy, cannot block it. Or rather, I don't want to block it. I don't want to block it. So we take damage. Min Machine suffers. Oh no. And the Judge, yeah. Judge Fear, no. Judge Martis kills him. Min Machine is that. Uy, well, he was there doing his duty. He was protecting the others. Rest in peace, Min Machine. Now he's dead. All right, all right, all right. We can still win. Eliminate the Dark Judges. All right, all right. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay, Judge Anderson. We need to combine forces. Judge Anderson is going to take the snipe. It's the Sai. This is Sai with the blue icon. She takes the snipe action against Judge Fire. We draw a card to see if Judge Fire defends. He cannot. It's the red symbol. It will have to be the green one, deflect. And his shield is shattered. Judge Fire's shield has been shattered. And now we use Judge Giant's shotgun. Blue icon next to the red shotgun symbol at the top. We draw a card to see if the Judge Fire deflects. He does not. He has an X. Let me verify if the X is, how you say, nothing special. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, no. He takes the damage. Okay. 2 damage. Judge Fire about to die. Then with Judge Dredd. I am the law. You see, bottom icon, his symbol, the red, I mean the blue icon at the bottom. You see, he aims his lawgiver at Judge Fire and fires at fire. If he had been in a block, how you say, red cover section of the map, this green icon here would have protected him, but he is not. Therefore, Judge Fire is eliminated, and we claim 3 fragments of reality. We have one. Oh, that was great. I won in my first try. I did lose Min Machine. Mm, but still, it could have been much worse. Let me verify my win condition. Each time you kill a Dark Judge, you double your fragments of reality. Exactly. Because we got one, then we got one from the Judge Death. We got one that we picked up over there. We killed Dark Judge. Our fragments of reality are doubled. We have one. Ah, yes. Oi, if anybody is watching this right now, uh, what are your thoughts in this, how you say, this way that I recorded the video? Because, like I said, this is my first time, and I didn't do like a super incredible setup with multiple cameras and the like. I don't usually don't go too far off, too over the top in terms of presentation. But I do want to know if this was acceptable, right? If it was decent enough for you to understand what was going on, if you got more or less the idea of what was happening. Um, or potential improvements as well. Tell me in case I can apply them in the future. It was all right. Okay. All right, right. Because you can definitely, I could definitely improve things. I could, for example, but that's maybe later on in the future. I could use StreamYard, although StreamYard sometimes fails so much. But that one option, using StreamYard to have several cameras, like two or three cameras from different angles, that could be a bit too over the top. The only thing that bothered me is that the AI sometimes doesn't, how you say, focusing on the cards, the miniatures. Mm, maybe you know what? I should have done this a bit more, right? But no, maybe that's for war games. If I do tabletop war games, maybe I should like move the camera around. Uh-huh. 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 That's what I'm going to do if I do the war games some other time. Hmm. But yeah, thank you for the feedback, Vic. Because yes, I think that is a fair assessment. Like it's all right, it's okay, but definitely some other actions could be taken to improve this. Because yeah, I imagine that like having like two or three cameras, but that's certainly an investment. To do that, I would get a better, even better internet connection so that StreamYard doesn't fail when I need it to. Because yeah, StreamYard fails. The camera sometimes goes out if you. The other time I was talking to Yukiro after we finished the Machine Gods tabletop RPG session, and my camera suddenly like went out like "Phoop." Maybe the camera being closer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. But like how we say, focusing it where the action is, right? Because zooming is a bit complex because of the AI. Sometimes the AI is just doing its own thing, but maybe it's much better. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. What I'm going to do next time, I'm going to move the camera and just leave it there where the action is set. That looks good to me. Thank you, Ryrus. So, but that's definitely a good suggestion. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm going to do. Next board game that I play or tabletop war game or whatever, I'm going to be like moving like, oh, the action is here. The action is right here, instead of leaving it static because I got it like, oh, it's static right here. But yeah, I should like position it. Uh-huh. That's what I'm going to do. That's absolutely what I'm going to do. Mhm. So thank you, Vic and Ryrus and who was Abetsujin and Mr. Bev Tackle. Thank you to everyone for watching this first attempt of the board game live play. Mm. Those miniatures look pretty nice. They are so nice, and thankfully it looks like the camera. Uh, maybe if I can. Funny enough, let me get them also out of the way. Funny enough, look, it's the lighting. The camera doesn't the light, the position of the light. Maybe I should change it as well. Yeah, more things to consider. But yeah, the miniatures are really nice looking. It's too bad that the AI is not focusing when I wanted to focus on the miniatures. But yeah, so many things to keep in mind to improve the next play. Moving the camera, leaving it as it is, the lighting, changing it to mm, instead switching the light. Also switching the light over there, like placing the light over there instead, because right now I have it right here behind the camera, and that's why you see the shadow of the camera if I move it. So next time I'm going to place the light in the other part, and yeah, many things to consider. Yeah, I love it too, drivers. It's such an incredible story of a potential future, right? What if? Let's hope we can stop this future because nobody Well, nobody's saying wants a mega city. It's so dystopian. And thank you everyone for watching this live stream. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member. Let's see. Is there different scenarios you can get for this, like Hero Quest? No, no, no. The only um, variation is for the solo rule, you do have the other side of the map. Let me show it to you. Let me do some things here. Remove the miniatures. I have all the old Red comics, very classic. I don't have them all. All the old. I don't know if I have them all. I have purchased several bundles of Judge Dredd. You know, the one I want to read is when the Dark Judges invade Mega City, the Necropolis arc, if I remember correctly. I think that's the name. I really want to purchase that one, but I'm waiting to see if they do bundles to get them as bundles instead. Uh, Let me remove this. Okay, this is the mm, more complex map. It's the Hall of Justice, and it has like elevations. You can go up the balconies, and it's a not exactly a beginner map. I got the beginner setup first, mm. And of course I want to play with the other characters. I want to play using Slain. You know the who is pretty much Kuhulin, the Celtic hero. Mm. Oop, let me up. Careful. Up. There you go. Like you see here in the cover. Let me get the camera closer. And now, up. There we go. Uh, yeah. So Slain on the upper right, he transforms into the Hulk pretty much. Let's see. Let me read the chat. Do you read them digitally? Yeah, I do. I do. The Dark Judge's story is awesome. The Scorched Earth story, where he travels across the United States to California, is also awesome. I read that one, and I still need to get one that makes fun of either. I don't remember if it made fun of Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's, but you have to purchase that as a separate comic book because it is banned, obviously by fucking. I don't know what McDonald's and KFC did, but they banned several things because it attacks those stores, those fucking disgusting fat food things. But yeah, that's a really good arc. And like I said, Slain on the upper right, he transforms into the Hulk pretty much. And Johnny Alpha, he is not exactly as combat oriented. Like the factions here, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. Nikolai Dante doesn't appear in the cover. Funny enough, I've got that McDonald's KFC one. Really? Oh, big! That is great. I want to read that one. Mm. And the judge, like the ones I use, the judges, Judge Red and Pels and Friends, they are the most tactical ones. They are good at everything. They are good at combat. They are good at moving. They are good at what else? Not exactly healing, but quite defensive, quite tactical, right? But they don't excel at anything. So, for example, if the judges get into close quarters combat with Slane and family, they get destroyed completely. They have no chance. But well, like a little chance, right? But you, in most cases, in the case of Slane, he is all about combat. He walks with his chronicler Uko, the little like goblin dwarf thing, and the his wife and son. And when they fight up close, especially Slane, like they are the best. Well, still surpassed by the Dark Judges. So it all depends on that strategy. So, for example, decided to play with Judge Dredd and the other judges in a very tactical way, like, oh, I'm going to mm, move them around, collecting the fragments, and if the dark judges approach, then I fire at them. And that plan was executed to perfection, which is good because usually you want to play these board games, right, or war games, and you immediately choose your favorite character. But because you are inexperienced with the board game, sometimes you have very poor performance with that character. Not in this case. Not in this case. It worked really well. Mm, and in the case of Slain, because you are really good at combat, but not as good as the Dark Judges, you want to engage some of them and perhaps get one last fragment of reality if needed. You still want to be cautious. In the case of Johnny Alpha, I guess over here, this is, as I understand it, the weakest faction in combat. They are more about healing, being defensive. So if you play as Johnny Alpha, you don't want to engage the dark judges at all. You want to run around collecting the fragments of reality. And when it comes to Nikolai Dante, like I said, he doesn't appear here in the cover, but his faction is here. He's like a Russian corsair swashbuckler type of guy. He is decent at combat, at least better than the Johnny Alpha Strontium Dogs faction, but still pretty lackluster. So in his case, he plays a bit similar to the judges faction. You want to recover some fragments of reality, while perhaps every now and then attacking some of the dark judges. But when you play multiplayer, you can actually play as the dark judges. A player can participate using the dark judges faction. So yeah, I want to play this as multiplayer one of these days. Mm, unfortunately, my friends and family, they don't play board games a lot. I used to have friends that play board games, but they moved out of town and whatnot. So that's going to be a bit difficult. I wonder, and I've looked in Tabletop Simulator, but it's not available there. Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but who knows? Who knows in the future? Maybe I can play it. Either way, like I said, I have plans to play this game again, but playing a different faction. Slain. I want to turn into a monstrous Hulk with Slain. Go the warp spasm. I find that, do you remember? If you haven't read Slain, I also recommend it. There is this part early on in the story where Slain is about to be destroyed by he's going to get killed or attacked rather by one of his competitors in his village, another warrior. But Slain, being Slain, he immediately gets the upper hand over the guy. And before he is about to kill the guy says, Slain, if you kill me, my father will go after you because he would lose a son. And Slain was like, I don't remember if it's the exact paraphrasing, but he said, no, this day your father loses a daughter. And funny enough, a woman is the one who designed Slain. The author, the designer of Slain, is a woman. So that woman is based. She knows perfectly. Like in combat, you're usually honored when somebody calls you a man, right? If there's a woman that fights well in battle, of course. If somebody tells her you fight like a man, that is a compliment because a man excels in fighting. Just like if you were, I don't know what we say, interior designer, a dancer or someone, and somebody tells you you dance as gracefully as a woman, right? That's a compliment in those. Depending on the dance, there are some violent dances, and there are some more that are more flowery. So it depends on the situation. But the way that Slane said, "This day your father loses a daughter," perfectly in context. And yes, he kills the guy. So yeah, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. Let me see. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. And Vic says, is that Rogue Trooper movie still coming out? I don't know. I did hear rumors, but I have no clue. If it's similar to the Dread one, I hope it does come out because the Dread film is perfect with Carl Urban as Judge Dredd, not the Stallone version, not the Judge Dredd Stallone guy. No, no. Although Mean Machine is really good in that film and his family, but Stallone, horrible choice for Judge Dredd. What he said? You betrayed the law. You know he talks like a retard. Fucking Stallone. You betrayed the law. No, and he's fucking Illuminati. You've seen him doing the little, the fucking eye. Mm. But Carl Urban, he was Judge Dredd. There's still a chance for him to play as Judge Dredd if the circumstances lend themselves to it, right? Because Judge Dredd, he ages. For those of you that do not know, Judge Dredd, he ages with the comic books. Right now, how old is he? Like 60 something, 65 years old, and he's still kicking it. That's when you are top physical condition. Although he did survive the zodiac disease. But yeah, and this has been your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, um, master roleplay and you will master the game. I wonder if I should think of a board game saying now that I'm going to be streaming board games sometimes, or war games. Well, because tabletop RPGs, there is some nuance to that, to the roleplay thing, but board games, I don't know. I don't want to say something cheesy like keep on rolling. Keep them dice rolling. So once again, thank you everybody. Have a great rest of your evening, day, wherever you are. See you later. Ah, Rogue Trooper, CGI movie. Uh-huh. Well, whatever the case is, it is. I do hope it comes out, and if it comes out, that it comes out great. So later, everybody.